Welcome back to This is the Pick.
Welcome back to the show, you guys.
And this is going to be our recap of the Rams and the Saints game. Rams win this one 27-9. Bit closer than the score indicated. Unfortunately, Drew Brees got hurt in this game, tore muscle in his thumb, hand area. He's going to be out about 6 weeks, maybe more, maybe less. They're going to get a second opinion. Teddy Two Gloves came in. He played okay. Didn't throw any stupid interceptions, but
I didn't think he played bad.
He didn't play well enough to win.
Yeah.
I think they needed to get Kamara involved more, and I didn't. Thomas had an okay game. This Rams team's good, man. I was a little nervous to see if they maybe dropped off, and so far they haven't. That defense is looking really good. The offense is looking good. I want to see how they move forward. I am a Rams fan, so I'm happy to see them playing well. Todd Gurley is not going to be the same player, I think. They don't need him to be in the regular season. They need him to be in the postseason. So they're going to be splitting carries with Malcolm Brown and anyone else that they can. That rookie from Memphis, I believe. He's going to get some carries as well. So don't need to have that much pressure on Todd Gurley. He's not going to have those 1,500 insane seasons like he had before. But if he can get 1,000 yards, that's good enough. Jared Goff's still playing well. But, man, Cooper Kupp.
The difference.
A different maker is an understatement. He played amazing this game. Ryan and I have been talking about it off camera, and I said it, and Ryan's pretty much said it too, and I think this is very true. If Cooper Kupp wasn't hurt, I would have liked the chances the Rams would have had it against Patriots in that Super Bowl.
Yep.
He's not that much of a difference maker that Jared Goff's not the same quarterback without him. If he can stay healthy, the offense would be scary again. Aaron Donald's doing Aaron Donald things. Unfortunately, he did hurt Drew Brees on one of the plays.
Wasn't intentional or anything.
No, but
very accidental.
He didn't get sacked this game, but he still made an impact.
Yep. Got pressure and things like
Clay
that.
Matthews, good job on that. He got a big old sack.
Pushed Bridgewater.
So yeah, man, I don't have a ton to say about this game. It wasn't a shellacking, but it wasn't really close to a degree. So we don't know what's going to happen in the next couple of weeks. Can Bridgewater steer the ship and wait until Brees comes back? Can the Rams just keep on improving? So I was impressed by the Rams, and if I was a Saints fan, I wouldn't be panicking, but I'd be nervous.
Yeah, I wouldn't panic if I was a Saints fan, and that's actually, of course, the big headline of this story is the Drew Brees injury. But one big thing I want to get to in this story, and big headline to me, is actually Bridgewater didn't play terrible. And this is a really, really good defense. So he could have played terrible. He could have thrown 3 picks and, just wild out and trying to sling that ball down the field and being stupid. No, he actually was very calm, very conservative, not being, like I said, not trying to be that player to overdo it and try to get a play down the field, throw a stupid pick and things like that. So I was actually impressed on how well Teddy played. He also has been out of football or hadn't played started a football game in a while either. So that's very impressive to come in a game where you're and you're on the road and you're facing a very, very, very nasty defense. So yeah, man, he held his own. He didn't score any touchdowns. But like I said, he didn't throw any stupid picks and take a whole bunch of unnecessary sacks. So, I was impressed, to be honest with you. So, yeah, man, I don't think Saints fans need to really necessarily worry or panic. Like I just told Adam off camera, if they get some pretty, relaxed teams and they don't get a whole bunch of tough teams with these 6 weeks, then I think they can win games and be just fine. As long as Teddy plays like that, be conservative and not be stupid. So, yeah, man, and I think if he plays like that, you guys are fine. So, but yeah, man, it was just a tough game. You're already down points when you come in the game. I'm talking about Bridgewater. So there wasn't a whole lot. Like I said, that defense, that is nasty. Clay Matthews gave him a heck of a shot. Swiped him off of his feet, man, and whacked him. And that was really good hanging on to that football because he got whacked. So, yeah, man.
No, he fumbled.
Did he fumble?
Yeah.
Oh, they must have recovered it then.
They did.
Okay. But yeah, man, he got shellacked on that one. But yeah, this like I said, there's only so much you could do when you're coming into a game and you're facing the defense and you haven't really, been acclimated with that team yet. So I ain't too mad at the way Teddy Bridgewater played. I'm really not. But yeah, great job by the Rams defense. They did their thing. Saints defense, they got some pressure, especially on the front line.
Mm-hmm.
Cameron Jordan wasn't necessarily getting sacks, but majority of the time he was in the face of Goff and making him throw some maybe off balance throws at times. So
He did get sacked though, and
yeah, he got a sack, but he wasn't.
recovered that ball. That speaking of, we need to talk about that in a second. But go ahead.
But yeah, he was doing his thing. Like I said, he wasn't getting a whole bunch of sacks, but he got him a sack, and he was just getting a lot of pressure. Yeah, we can actually go ahead and talk about that now. The fumble call, come on, refs. Like, that's an obvious fumble call, and you get to review it and see it in the review, and they still called it the way they did. Yeah, guys, like, here we go again with these refs, man. And I hate to say it, but it's the same game. I wouldn't say same type of stipulation because it's just different things. But refs messing up again. We got to get this stuff fixed. And when you got Mike Pereira, a great legendary, retired ref, going on television and literally saying that was a terrible call. They should have looked at that and reversed it and things like that. I should just tell you right there that these refs are not on point when they need to be. And it does, man. It makes calls like that makes huge difference in this game because that was a touchdown. So, who's to say that he scores that and they get momentum and Bridgewater, and that offense gets hyped up and they get in their zone and change the outlooks of that game. So things like that matter. But yeah, I want to hear your opinion real quick.
As a Rams fan, I do feel bad for the Saints fans to a degree. Playoff call, one of the worst calls ever. Saints did have a chance to win that game in the playoffs, and they had a chance to win the game on Sunday as well. So, to a degree, I don't want to hear it. But I understand the frustrations. Refereeing has been a problem for years, and so far it's been a problem this year as well. They're having this stupid PI call, and they're not getting that figured out, and other stupid calls. In the Bears game, Chubb had a roughing a passer, and Chubb literally
I don't like that call.
hit the biscuit man, and they got a roughing a passer, and that propelled the Bears pretty much win the game.
Yeah.
And they gave Bears pretty much a second to call a timeout and kick a field goal. So they haven't been good. If you see Mike Pereira a ton, that should tell you that the referees are not doing their job very correctly.
Yeah.
Because he's usually telling them, well, ref messed up there and messed up there. So that's not good.
Right, and he's a ref, so he doesn't want to go against those guys.
No.
That's the thing about it. But
So.
when you're wrong, you're freaking wrong, man.
And, I mean, speaking of Mike Pereira, I think the referee has been bad since he's left NFL. So, yeah, I don't know how much more to say about it. Gotta get the rest figured out. I understand they have a hard job, but
That's your job, though.
Yeah, a lot of their
That's your
decisions dictate the game. So, which dictates everyone's future, money, and everything else. So, yeah, I don't know what to say. The new rules, and we're still having issues.
Right? I think we'll always have issues. That's the thing, but can we limit those issues? How much can we limit, those issues and things like that? But yeah, man, another bad call. But yeah, real quick before I get out of here. But yeah, I just wanted to make another point about Cooper Kupp, man. Just a star, man. I don't think he's a superstar yet, but he's a star, man. Like, he makes a difference game in and game out. Like, that last catch he made in that game was close to a touchdown. I thought maybe it was a touchdown, but yeah, man, he's a difference. Just simple as that. He's a difference in that game. You take him out of the game, it's a whole nother game. And yeah, man, he balled out in this one, and if he stays healthy, I think he is going to be the key factor for this team to honestly get back to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully he could stay healthy. So, but yeah, that'll do it for me. Please comment, like, subscribe. Of course, I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. See y'all next one.